The Philippines is a beautiful country that you will really fall in love with. However, there are various precautions or travel safety tips that you really need to do to help you make the best of your trip here in the Philippines. Hello there, beautiful people, Steph Filipinas here, and welcome back to my channel, everybody. So for today's video, we are going to be talking about the different things that you must really need to do so that you will have a good vacation here in the Philippines. So the Philippines is a beautiful country with numerous attractions and offer you the best in the place. However, it is important for you guys to do a plan so that you will know what are the places that you want to visit to and what are the places that you're going to stay here in the Philippines. And of course, you will know when exactly are you going to travel here in the Philippines. This is really an important part of the planning process, guys, so that you do not waste your time during your trip thinking about where to go, where to stay, and when to go, or what are the foods that you're gonna get here in the Philippines. So basically, planning also includes you to know about the local currency, the local language, the local foods, and how are you going to travel and survive here in the Philippines. Alright, so the second thing that you should do is to know what time is the best time to visit here in the Philippines. Alright, so you know what, guys? The Philippines really attracts a lot of tourists during the dry months. That is around between November to April. So it is really highly recommended for you guys to travel during these months, as it would allow you to view the more beautiful spots of the Philippines and allow you to have access to some remote islands or also to areas of the country that has a lot of tourist spots. And also, it is not advisable to visit the country during the summer months, as the temperatures during this time are its peak and it could make you feel uncomfortable throughout the trip. So it's better to just visit here in the Philippines between November to April. The Philippines has around 120 to 180 dialects, and that includes Filipino, English, and Spanish. Even though English is widely spoken in the Philippines, there are still a large numbers of locals who would prefer to interact their national language, and that is Filipino language. So, you know, as a tourist, it's important for you guys to know a little basic language before you go travel here in the Philippines, as it would come very handy or easy for you, especially if you're going to local markets, grocery stores, or any different places in the Philippines. And if you are unfortunate enough that there is no person there who speaks English, so it's better and it's a very advantage or benefit of you to learn some basic Filipino language. While the Philippines provides you with a very numerous hotels with world-class facilities, it is an integral part of your trip to choose your hotel that you're gonna stay here in the Philippines. And you know what? I guess everyone has this question in mind of where to stay in the Philippines, which hotel are they going to stay. The best advice that I could give you is that when you choose your hotel, you have to do that. You have to choose based on your budget and also the location that you want. Like, for example, if you are going to travel here in Cebu, then you can go ahead and book a book a hotel that is near the Cebu IT Park. And you know what? There is a lot of hotels near IT Park, Airbnb, hotel condominiums, so it's very convenient if you're just going to choose a hotel that is accessible and very convenient to supermarkets, local markets, hospitals, clinics, and any places that is very, very important to you. All you have to do is do research and then go ahead and try to check if it fits your budget or if the place is very good to you or very accessible to you. And it's really important, guys, to keep in mind all the factors like cost, facilities, and distance from the places that you want to go visit, as well as how you will travel in the country. So again, as what I've mentioned earlier, like for example, if you're gonna stay in a Cebu City, you have to make sure that the wherever you go, wherever you travel, the hotel that you're gonna be staying is just few minutes or few hours away from the hotel that you're gonna be staying if you're gonna, if you're gonna travel around Cebu. Being one of the major tourist attractions, millions of people storm the country every year. So as a tourist, it's important for you guys to really know about the currency and to keep enough amount of cash with you while you travel here in the Philippines. Though you can actually pay off using your cards or through other online payments like GCash or PayMaya methods, but many locals actually prefer to pay cash in return for the goods and the services. Because, many establishments here in the Philippines, such as the stores, sari-sari stores, karinderya, guest house, restaurants, and what else? Clinics, even clinics or pharmacies that doesn't have a credit card machine. So the best advice that I could give you guys is to carry enough cash while you're going to have travel here in the Philippines. The Philippines is a huge country with a wide range of attractions. So it would be very expensive, guys, if you are going to travel through the certain places here in the Philippines, if you are going to hire private cars or in a taxi. So, it is really highly recommended for you guys to make use of the public transportations like buses, jeepneys, scooters, or what is also called habal-habal, to help you save your money and time, of course. But if you can afford doing a Grab or a taxi, then go ahead and do that because it's also safer. But again, you have to remember the taxi scam, okay? Just be vigilant when it comes to that. Food poisoning is actually a common occurrence here in the Philippines and can range from a mild inconvenience to a more serious health issue. And hey, nobody wants to spend their vacation being confined to a bathroom due to food poisoning, right? So take note of this, everybody. You have to keep in mind that it's really important for you guys to note that while you are going in the streets, you have to avoid the street foods because they may look tempting or delicious, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's hygienic or very clean. Well, I'm not trying to say that all street foods are dirty or poisonous or stuff like that, but again, just be very careful when it comes to foods, to Filipino cuisine, because especially if you are not used to the foods that we have here in the Philippines, especially the street foods, and you might get sick once you try to do that. So just, be careful. The Philippines is home to many bars and entertainment venues, but it is important, guys, for you to note that getting drunk while traveling can often lead you to disastrous outcomes or any kinds of accidents. Well, you know what? There is nothing wrong to enjoy with a few drinks because that's the reason why you're here, right? To enjoy, to have fun with few drinks, to travel. But guys, it is very essential for you also to distinguish between getting buzzed and getting excessively intoxicated with alcoholic drinks. So it is crucial for you guys to be aware that drunk tourists can actually become an easy target for certain types of crime here in the Philippines, like murder, rape, or holdups, being victimized by thieves around the corner in that place that you are having drinks to. So just be very careful, okay? And do not drink too much alcoholic drinks because I believe we can enjoy without getting too much drunk, especially if you are alone. So you have to remember, guys, that being under the alcohol influence can impair judgment, making it easier for criminals to take advantage of you because you are drunk and you are not in your senses. It is important to be very vigilant and aware of your surroundings, especially when consuming alcohol in unfamiliar settings. To tell you honestly, guys, airlines here in the Philippines have a reputation for frequently experiencing delays. So, if you are traveling to the country in the Philippines, it is important for you guys to know that your flight may be delayed due to various reasons, such as weather conditions, or traffic congestions at the airport. And you know what? In the event of bad weather or congestions at Manila Airport, your flight may be delayed to a point where you could miss your connecting flights. So as a result of that, guys, you may become stranded and suffer from significant financial losses. It is vital for you to factor in sufficient time to cater for unexpected delays, particularly if you have connecting flights or other time-sensitive appointments. So, to avoid any inconvenience like this, it is advisable for you, everybody, to keep yourself informed about your flight status by simply checking with your airline or even through the airport announcements. You have to consider giving yourself extra time in between flights or scheduling your flights with sufficient layover time to accommodate any potential delays. The Philippines is actually very prone to around 20 typhoons annually, with the majority occurring between June and December. So as a tourist, it is essential for you, everybody, to note that these types may result in severe flooding and landslides, which can actually lead to property damage and loss of life. So in the event of tropical storm, it is very crucial for you guys to stay informed by monitoring local media reports and following the advice of local authorities, including any evacuation orders. And also, it is advisable for you, everybody, to check the latest typhoon information at the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration, is also called PAG-ASA, so that you will know exactly what's the weather now in the Philippines. Like, for example, if you are here in the Philippines and unfortunately, you are told that you don't need to travel in this kind of location because of the weather. So you have to just stay updated, be informed by simply looking through your internet, and for you to know exactly what's happening around the place that you are staying right now. If you are going to book a flight going to the Philippines, it is crucial to obtain a travel insurance to ensure that you are protected from any unforeseen circumstances that may arise in the future. You can actually avail for the typical travel insurance policy that actually offers the coverage for various concerns such as trip cancellations, medical emergencies, travel delays, and lost luggage. While you're going here in the Philippines, you can go ahead and get for the travel insurance because, in case of trip cancellation due to unforeseen circumstances such as illness or delays, then travel insurance can actually help you to recover from the cost of a non-refundable tickets or accommodations.